Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. It's another The Girls Are Fighting episode. There are two women fighting over Donald Trump's attention and affection. I know, right? That's amazing. And no, it's not like Melania and, I don't know, somebody else. Melania said you can have them. No, this is Laura Lumer and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Lumer, they've gone back and forth before, but Lumer fired the most recent shot. Well, she started it, and Taylor Greene jumped in on it. On Sunday, Laura Lumer was quoted saying that if Kamala Harris won the election, that, quote, I can't believe I have to read this, the White House will smell like curry, and White House speeches will be facilitated via a call center, and the American people will only be able to convey their feedback through customer satisfaction survey at the end of the call that nobody will understand. Unquote. Marjorie Taylor Greene, in what almost could appear to be a fit of reasonableness, said that Laura Lumer's comments do not, quote, do not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA. This does not represent President Trump. This type of behavior should not be tolerated ever. Okay, so then, the gloves come off. Lumer called Greene a raging anti-Semite. She said that her original post was a funny joke about Kamala Harris using her Indian mom as a way to dodge questions. Greene responded, when it comes to posts that are flat out racist, hateful, and make President Trump look bad, she needs to be responsible and delete them. Lumer then attacked Marjorie Taylor Greene over her divorce, along with being an anti-Semite. MTG is also a poor excuse for a Christian. This goes on about her saying how she was cheating on her husband and stuff like this, which is not in this article, but I know I heard it. Lumer's been hanging around Trump a lot recently. She's been invited into his campaign. She went to the debate with him. She was at the 9/11 memorial with him. And, she's in Trump's circle. Lumer also added that Marjorie Taylor Greene's attacks on Laura Lumer were based purely out of jealousy. Nobody talks about her, Marjorie Taylor Greene, anymore because she's annoying, irrelevant, and a sellout. I believe she also called her a trash harpy. This article doesn't have it. I have to go find it. But good Lord. Hang on, I can see if I can find that one. Okay, just went over to a different site. In response, Lumer unleashed a multi-post lengthy rant on X, firstly defending her original attack on Kamala Harris and attacks on Greene's family life and professional record, calling her a raging anti-Semite and a trailer trash harpy. I think I found the title for this video right here. She also said that Marjorie Taylor Greene, according to one of her former staffers, said her favorite word starts with an N. I'm sure it rhymes with trigger. So here you go. Evil consumes itself. These two Trump fanatics, they're having, who could be more loyal and deferential to Donald Trump? Who's going to be his closest, bestest buddy? His basically, who's going to be the president of his fan club? That's what this smacks like. Mean girls doing mean girl things. So, shall we have some fun and look at the energy between Laura Lumer and Marjorie Taylor Greene? This is going to be for entertainment purposes only. Lord knows what else could it possibly be. Let's be entertained, shall we? Come on down. All right, Laura Lumer, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Girls, spill the tea. My deck is upside down. Dang it. All right. Foundation of the reading is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about, this is a woman. She's a young woman, inexperienced. think like, oh, I don't know, let's go all the way back to middle school. I think we're talking about some middle school girls here having the big fights. Underneath it all is the Hanged Man. They are willing to push each other under the bus. No insult is off limits. This is pure spite. Pure spite between the two of them. Oh my. And the cross is the Temperance card. Now, Temperance is usually about detoxification. Blending things together, trying to take two different things and transform it and create something new. That's the high energy. When you're talking about two adult women acting like mean-spirited middle school girls who are tossing each other into the bus, this isn't detoxification. This is toxification. As I said in my intro, evil consumes itself. This is that squabbling going all the way back to the source. The chaos agent himself, Donald Trump. And even those in his closest, most inner circle, his biggest fans, those who would be the president of his fan club, will squabble with each other for crumbs of his approval. In the past, you had the Knight of Pentacles. Marjorie Taylor Greene was his mercenary. She would go out and do all the things that he'd ask her to do. It appears that Laura Lumer is now the new favored mercenary that comes in here. They both want to carry Trump's values. They both think they understand Trump's values. The thing is, Trump's values are negotiable and very fluid. So right now, I would say Laura Lumer probably better represents Trump's values than Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene's really not like that. So this is kind of like, Coke Classic versus New Coke. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants Donald Trump to be the Coke Classic version of himself, and Laura Lumer wants him to be the New Coke formulation flavor of himself. For those of you who remember the Cola Wars, and I suspect most of you do. If you don't, Google, Cola Wars and Coca-Cola formulation changes, which will take you back to the 80s. It was a glorious time. Current situation is the Ace of Cups. Oh, emotions are running high. Who's the most passionate, fervent Trumper between the two of them? The hair's gonna fly when these two cats fight. And I just used two cat fighting to square off what Liz Cheney and I'm forgetting who the other person was now that they were arguing with each other. Oh gosh, can't remember my own readings. Overarching energy is the King of Cups. Neither one of these women is emotionally mature. They are just screaming, crying, having a fit. Mean words, trying to hurt each other's feelings, mean actions. This is just, it's a mess. God. Oh, they're so stupid. The lesson to be learned, the Six of Cups. This is like The Apprentice meets The Bachelor. Who is Donald Trump going to give the rose to? Is it going to be Laura Lumer or the little blonde girl? Oh my. Whoever does more for me. Whoever's my most loyal. This actually would be a horrible, but probably well-watched version of The Bachelor. Watching two women just cat-fighting over the attention of The Bachelor. And probably there's some other woman that's just lying in the background just watching these two shred each other. These two trailer trash harpies shred each other while she moves in and grabs The Bachelor's rose. Heavens. Oh, God. The outcome. It's not ending soon. This is who they are. Trump is a chaos agent. He's got chaos around him, and the chaos is closing in around him. I mean, literally, when his most loyal, biggest fans are fighting over what the Trump brand is, what the MAGA brand is, and they have their own ideas, and They're jealous when somebody else is getting the attention that they deserve because they're his biggest fan. Oh, dear. What a mess. Sit back and enjoy it because this is what it's all about. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, Nikki Haley. That's right. Liz Cheney and Nikki Haley. Trailer trash harpy. Now, this is a funny thing. I have used the term harpy to describe Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I believe I first heard the term used by... I think it was an episode of Frasier. He referred to Lilith. I believe they were divorced at that point as like a shrill harpy or something along those lines. And a D&D player, so I know what harpies are. Sirens, another name for it. I wouldn't purposely use that. I wouldn't purposely use that word. I would find it on a woman because I would find it incredibly insulting, unless I'm really trying to insult her and get under her skin. I would use that, but that's not a word I would use normally. But it's really funny in this context. Oh my God. Okay. Laura Lumer, for Carter. What do you really think about Marjorie Taylor Greene? What's if you had both girls brought into separate rooms and they had to be talked to by the vice principal, what's Laura Lumer going to say about Marjorie Taylor Greene? Why are they fighting? What did Marjorie Taylor Greene do that caused Laura Lumer to call her a trailer trash harpy? 7 of coins. Okay, evaluating your values. You reap what you sow. She had it coming to her. Should have minded her own business. Okay, we got the 2 of cups. I think that's going to be Trump and his new favorite. Oh, so easy. So quick to throw this woman under the bus. Secret crushes. Okay. It's kind of like Marjorie, you're so yesterday's values. Your Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't worth it. She's a nobody. She's on the outs. And Laura Loomer's like, yeah, I'm now the interesting new thing in Donald Trump's life. And Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't like that Donald Trump and I are hooking up and doing things together. And she's like getting all nasty behind the scenes, talking behind my back. Screw her. I'll just talk to her face. I'm not going to talk behind her back. She's on the outs. So Laura Lumer just doesn't think Marjorie Taylor Greene is worth it. She has no value. Her value is past. And that's Marjorie Taylor Greene's just jealous of Laura Loomer's new close relationship with Donald Trump. I hope it's not that close. But you know what? No. I didn't want to think about it. Don't even want to think about it. Trailer trash harpy. And then calling her out like, I hear you use the N-word. It's your favorite word. Want me to call that staffer out and, bring it out there and really cause you problems? Would anybody here be even an ounce surprised if Marjorie Taylor Greene used the N-word? I had a thumbnail. If you look up, in my videos and look up Marjorie Taylor Greene, I think I did include one of, on one video, it shows like the blow up of an ice chest with a Confederate flag, like in her little garage gym that she works out in. Oh, God. Now, to be fair, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I don't think has ever lived in a trailer park. But she's got the trailer park, she's got that violent, ignorant, whatever. I'll just leave it. She's trash. She's just a trashy person. Leave it at that. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene, what are you going to tell the vice principal about Laura Lumer? What did she say that started it? Why are y'all fighting and pulling each other's hair out and scratching and biting? Ten of Wands. She's just an impossible, difficult person. Just nobody can get along with her. And somebody needs to tell her that she's making things hard. Oh, it's out of her love and devotion for Trump? The Hierophant. Oh, somebody stole my boyfriend. Oh, nobody steals my boyfriend. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, Ten of Wands, burden, trying to stay on top. So this is Marjorie Taylor Greene's trying to stay on top with the Trump fan club. You know, the fan club that she started, that she's the current president on, and she's going to continue going out there speaking for Trump. And no trashy Laura Lumer is going to come in here and steal my position, steal my boyfriend from me. I'm in the government. I've been in his inner circle for a long time. I'm the designated, super fan. How dare you? Anybody tries to come in and super fan me, I'll go out and I'll speak my truth. This is disgusting. But now, the question you probably are waiting for is, what does Donald Trump think about all this? We've talked about, and I think I'm pretty sure I read it, that Trump had all his kids, if he'd make them compete against each other, and he would sit back and be the judge and decide who was going to get whatever blessing he was going to give. And he just had his kids always competing against each other because he likes that. He likes that competition where he's the receiver of whatever is wonderful that he's going to get out of it. He's got the control. Yeah. So what does Trump think about this little cat fight here? Little four-carder with that one too. Knight of Pentacles. Whoever does what I want, tell him to do. Whoever's useful to me, carries my water is fine. That came out. And he likes it when it's women fighting over him. Probably makes him feel special. Strength card. Yeah, it's a control thing for him. It's a way for him to control people. And just like with his kids fighting over his affections, these women are fighting over his affections. And he doesn't want it to stop anytime soon. You could keep going. It might get tiresome after a while, but you could keep going. He gets a little freaky with it. This does it for him in a really weird way. Yeah, he likes it. He doesn't want it to stop anytime soon. I think he gets a kick out of it. I'm wondering, it's like for him, the vibe with this card, it's like it's a strange kink. He gets his jollies off on it. And now that I think about it, Melania and Ivanka used to get nasty with each other. There was talk about the two of those women getting nasty with each other. And again, it would be, Ivanka seeing that Melania may be getting more of daddy's attention, and Ivanka is going to torpedo it to show her, kind of the pecking order. Who's the top female in Donald Trump's inner circle? Is it Melania or Ivanka? And now Ivanka wants nothing to do with her dad. Melania wants nothing to do with her husband. So now Marjorie Taylor Greene is, I guess, filling the role of Ivanka, the blonde that knows what the brand is. And then Laura Lumer is the dark-haired woman that's, I guess, going to fill the role of Melania. And, just hanging around with Donald and, pissing off the OG Trump supporter. You can't make this stuff up, although I pretty much am reading cards and making this stuff up, but I am not the one who started this fight on the internet. That's these two ladies. All right, let's take a little peek. How does this work out? How does this end? How will this end? Little four-carder. How does this end? with the devil card. I don't know if I want to throw any more cards on that. Badly. The Emperor. It probably ends when Trump... You know what? When Trump is no longer a presidential candidate, that's when this ends. Because he's not viable. Okay, we got the Ace of Pentacles. Oh, geez. Problems. We got problems. We got problems with the court of law here. Yeah, this is going to end badly. It's going to end when Trump is no longer viable. The courts are going to hold him to account. Hang on for a second. Sorry, we're back. Door-to-door salesman. Actually, young boys selling cookies or something. How does this end? Badly. You know, this is Trump. This is judges talking to him. The justice system is taking him down. Big fines. Being sent away. Pretty much. Oh no. Pretty much Trump having all his legal problems, being sent to prison, or facing maybe some type of incarceration. I don't think either one of them is going to want the those special visits that the prisoners get. Yeah, pretty much when Trump is no longer somebody who will advance their popularity or their agendas. For Marjorie Taylor Greene, it's keeping her political career alive and political relevancy. For Laura Lumer, she's a grifter. She's a grifter just like Trump. And that's funny because there was a quote in this first one that was the most ironic of quotes. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me pause. That ironic quote came from Marjorie Taylor Greene in this article from The Hill. The two women have a history of engaging in public spats after Greene publicly warned Trump against hiring Lumer last year, calling her, quote, mentally unstable, unquote, and a documented liar. Who are you talking about again? Were you warning Trump that Lumer is mentally unstable and a documented liar? Or were you warning Lumer that Trump is mentally unstable and a documented liar? It could go either way, right? You know, in the end of the day, like attracts like. And Laura Lumer is just a creepy female version of Donald Trump in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. That's all she is. Just a grifter, you know, riding on somebody else's coattail. She's a parasite. And yeah, I guess Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't want Donald Trump to have parasites on him. She's the leech, but this other woman's a parasite, and that's clearly much worse. We'll leave it here. Again, entertainment purposes only. You know, mean girl fights, two adult women who could be argued to be, trailer trash harpies. Not my words, theirs. I like trash harpies better myself. Fighting with each other over the affections of Donald Trump. I can't think of anything weirder or grosser or something that just makes you want to spit your coffee out on your laptop screen or on your phone. Have a good night, everyone, or have a good morning if you're seeing this. I hope you found this reading entertaining, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.